Going through the smoke walk. She's gonna go down. Walks in with the AW
position. Earthshaker's moving in as well. Echo Slam connects on it too. Back row tire down as well.
Lootbet always wins the brawl. Or can we cast the curse in? Oh, there we go.
Lootbet.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to Lootbet to cash out now.
Good morning, good afternoon, hello wherever in the world you are. You've joined us today for more quality Counter-Strike for Lootbet Season 6. Heretics versus Ambit Youngsters. That is where we're going to be kicking things off today before heading on over to Endpoint versus Skade later this afternoon. But it all begins here, the next round of Swiss. This is the 1-0 teams, I want to say. And I'm pretty curious on how this one plays out. What are your thoughts, Stefan?
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting match. As I said in the polls here, the maps is very interesting. They've been chosen here. Vertigo again, Gambit Youngsters has a 100% win rate on it across 5 maps. Heretics only played it 1 time, so they can be up against something really big here because Gambit won all their 5 games on it. So this is gonna be interesting. They won over teams such as Nemiga, Haven, Argo. So they've been flawless on this map so far, and we're gonna see if that's gonna continue here. But yeah. Heretics to pick a map somebody else has 100% on, you're really gonna have to, you know, something up your sleeves, you know, you're gonna have to be very confident on the map to even choose it. And it's also on the second map, it's the same way but the other way around. Heretics has 100%, Gambit Youngsters 65 across 20 maps, and they picked us too. So it's a little bit weird how they picked this map here.
Definitely a ballsy decision, but look, I think this best of 3 is going to be a full 3-mapper, and it's going to be all kinds of wackiness. I think that's the best way to describe it. I think the odds kind of agree with that as well. Talking about our wonderful friends over at Loot.bet, the odds there are pretty damn balanced. 1.76 to 2.0, favouring, of course, the Gambit Youngsters.
Yeah, for sure, and Gambit Youngsters, we saw them a couple days back, you know, they're a very strong team, but you know they also could lose maps, so it's a hit or miss really, depending on what kind of form they are, but they're relying a lot on the aim, I noticed, so... But this map, you know, I feel like Vertigo, you know, really one of those aim maps, you know, you're gonna have a lot of battles on the same place, because it's such a small map. So, it's really gonna be about those same battles here a lot of the times here on Vertigo, and we do see a fast play here for Heretics towards the A side here. And Shiro, oh my goodness, he's starting off very good here. He picks up 2 plays through the smoke. Who does that? But I'm still gonna get planted here. We got Nevira on this lineup too from Heretics. It's gonna be interesting to see what he can do on this roster. But Maka, can he get frag back? And even gets the second one. He stands strong here. Can he get more? No. Axile finally gonna axe him out of the server. But it's down to Nevira and Lucky to try to get a little bit lucky in this run here. It's a 3v2. Bomb is not planning for them. Defuse is already coming in. They try to cover him, and they're doing a good job doing it. And it's Shiro Lakes. He's starting off with a 4th kind of pistol.
Imagine getting a double kill through the smoke on your CT pistol. Just put that out there. Just imagine being the guy that gets that done. I mean, what a baller play from him. Just tapping through the smoke. Completely a luck. Just looking to see what he can find. But somehow pulls 2 headshots out of the bag.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But Heretic, they did get a plant, so they do have that going for them at least. Well, Heretic, they do have 100% win rate as well. So both teams, it's going to have to go below 100% after this match. One of them. play one time, of course, but you can see now, Op already out on the second round. That's very risky, actually. If he dies with this one, that's gonna be bad, but he shouldn't really, you know, there's a full eco here from Heretics. And not gonna go for the second round buy that teams normally do when they get the bomb down. They rather treat themselves to a third round, get a little bit of candy on the Friday night, but it's not Friday yet. So, gonna have to wait a little bit longer here. And they're sending one player out middle to just scout a little bit, trying to see if there's any player here. But I have like Vertigo. I would favor the T side a little bit here, depending. But a good start from the CT from Gambit. Could get them rolling here. But they're gonna go. They're all towards the B lobby here, towards the B stairs. And there's only one defender, so this could actually work out for a plant at least.
That sets them up for something, but they've got to go, and it seems like the smoke has pushed them back at 30 seconds. You're running out of time to start making decisions to rotate back to A. Virgo is a map that does have a quick rotation to that A site, but you have to be very careful about the way you time that. Now they're going back to B again. It seems like a Heretic side who are definitely looking for a plant here on their eco, but unfortunately just lambs to the slaughter. They will get a kill for their troubles, but that will be all as Nafani finishes them off with the shotgun.
Yeah, it looks like they want to go back to A for a second there, but then they're like, nah, we don't have time for that. We just set that up. We just go back to B again, and there's not, of course, not gonna be any rotation coming up from Gambit, because they're just gonna stay put. So, yeah, Heretics couldn't really do anything in that one, just dragged it out. And now we're gonna be seeing the buy here from Heretics. Interesting. I'm gonna be very interested to see Nivira, how he's gonna play for Heretics. He's one of the new guys, Scream's brother. So definitely, you know, a lot of ice is on him. And we do have an early pulse here, actually. So yeah, one player has dropped on the server. That's never good. I'm just gonna get him back quickly. So 3 kills in 2 rounds here. You know, yes, it's been only a pistol, but let's see what they can do here. This is going to be the first test here for Ambit Youngsters. And Flex, do you think the Heretics have played this map a lot off, like not HLTV, because they only played it one time on HLTV, right? So they had to get a lot of practice done on it to choose the map.
They must be feeling confident. There's no way in hell you pick Vertigo against a team who are 5-0 and have beat you on Vertigo in the past. Because bear in mind that the one game they do have here is against the same team in the We Play Forge of Masters. And that was a 16-9 loss for Heretics. So either you have an incredible piece of confidence, or you've been practicing it. First gun round, has to be said, great success, or at least a great start, finding Shira and Supra very early on. Maka takes down Nafani as well. We're in a 5-on-2.
Just very fast round here for Heretics. Nothing Gambit can do. They're getting entered towards that A ramp. And well, this run is over for sure. X-Kom and Inters just need to try to get a couple exits here. Try to save the weapons. Because Supra, Nafani, and Inters, they can buy the next round. So if they save these 2 rifles, they can drop it over to... drop the weapon over to Shira, at least one. X-Kom needs, of course, keep his weapon because he has $0. But they will get a buy together. But yeah, that was a very fast couple kills there for Maka. They actually walked into the upper of Maka there. So, very, very nice for him. And there will be Heretics picking up the first round here. But this is a little bit more T-sided map, so you need to get the T-runs going here early. And that's what Heretics is doing right now. I think Axa is watching towards both window and towards the ramp there. That's why his crosshairs there. But it will be a save, of course. So 5 people alive from Heretics. That's very important to start off Vertigo. Getting a lot of guns saved. And I think maybe they're probably not going to go towards the peak towards the ramp there for now at least, because Heretics has an op. But look at these entries here. Oh, that's a nice kill from Lucky as well. But to do have a buy around it, Shiri is going to pick up the op again. Let's see, the past matches here for both teams, they only lost 1 time. So pretty good win record there for both teams. But this is of course the second round of the Swiss stage. Both teams already played a match. So, you know, winner of this is gonna go 2-0 Flakes in this best of 3, so a lot on the line here.
Good start, at least, as you said. It's good to see them get themselves that first round, but there's more to this game than just one gun round. Have to see them really show that they are in fact well versed and they didn't simply just get a few good picks. That's what this is going to come down to. We've seen enough from Gambit to know that they are talents at this map. So the onus really is on Heretics now to show us what they've got on that T side. Can they repeat that previous round? They're looking for picks here again. I like this T side default style. I mean, you're looking to find areas that Gambit are peeking, are giving up opportunities. So it makes complete sense. Loving the fact that we've got a Mag 7 with no Kevlar in play.
I was so close to Maka to get that kill. But yeah, Gambit Youngsters, they're getting pushed back a little bit here, and the double nade on the Opper too is gonna fall him, take him out. So that's an AWP taken out. They probably should gonna pick that up. Yes, it will, Nafany. But Heretics, they're doing so much damage without even going up on the sides. Like they're still here, and they already killed one player. Nafany's down to 63. That's how much nade damage they're doing at the moment, but they're actually going to go back here. They're going to run over the bridge. It's just a fake action. They're faking the bridge play towards B. They're actually going to keep going A here. I like this play from Heretics. This is going to cause rotation from Gambit, as you can see. But Surprise is going to have to go absolutely huge here alongside Nafany. Here they go, the FAMAS. First one. Can he get the second? Yes, he does. Doesn't get the third. And Nafany, in the meanwhile, gets 0 with that AWP. He's going to hear the plant. Oh, he doesn't connect the spray. And he goes up on the side though. X is going to take him out. 2v2 here. This is going to be a very hard retake from Gambit.
It's a big kill from Axel though. It opens up the 2v2, so at least there's something. But the problem is, how are they going to find Nivera towards ramp? Let alone the angle being held by Kiyoshima. That is the question. 20 seconds to work with. Not a huge amount of time as the flash comes rattling out. Still yet to really take the site in full force. Smoke comes through, so that buys them a little bit of time. Kyo now rotating to support his teammate, but Gambit are all out of time. They are looking to retreat. That smoke is looking tasty. How the hell did he get stuck in the box?
Yeah, he should have covered the ramp there, and the sandbag should just make a forward smoke. One guy gets on the defuse. Either they fake it to bait one out and then go for the 2v1 defuse, or the teammate try to cover him. Because it wasn't planned for sideway, right? So it was only planned for ramp, so they only had to hold one position. So they couldn't do that, they're gonna go for the save instead, but yeah, the Opper doesn't get a single frag in that round. Both of them, Shiro dies with the AWP first. Nafany picks that up, he doesn't even get a single kill himself. Completely waste of an AWP in that round. They do still save it for this one. But it's looking better here for Heretics for sure, in the start. Won both gun rounds, so they're gonna just be up against 2 guns at this point. Should be a third on the board. But yeah, Ambit Youngsters, this A site. Seems like they're gonna put more pressure on it than Shiro this time though. He's gonna land 2 beautiful shots. No tracing from Heretics. And imagine if Gambit wins one of these rounds with 2 save weapons only. Oh, Inter, big mistake there. Goes down, but they get pushing through, triple push. And Kiyoshima and Nivera, they're gonna have to try to pull this one back. The B side is almost open, it's just the one player there. But unfortunately the bomb is on the ramp. Just when it looked so good for Heretics winning 2 gun rounds in a row, it's all of a sudden coming down to this.
Not a huge amount of time to work with, only 30 seconds or so.
But they didn't pick up the guns though, they still had the 2 weapons from before, so they haven't picked up that up on the ramp there as you can see, or the other weapon. They may be afraid that somebody was going to be around here. Oh, the nade on the sandbags. Here's the guy's sandbag, so they're going to have to check it, because that nade is not going to do 100 damage. Oh, but there's no time to check that, Flakes. They're going to have to go for the plant here, and oh my goodness, this is an absolute whiff. Big whiff coming through. He gets the first one though. The bomb is gonna get denied. Shiro with a 4K on a pretty much an eco round here.
Shiro is loving life there. The fact that he's able to get all of those kills, just insane.
That was a big whiff for Shiro. Could have just waited for the plant there. They weren't even gonna contest him. But Shiro, he saves the day. And Gambit up on 3 and Heretics. Losing a run like that, when there's no investment for Gambit, just 2 saved weapons. Do get another buy, yes, here, but looking at their money here, they gotta win this round. Otherwise, it's gonna look bleak here. But was that just a double smoke for Gambit on the same position? Either way, Nevera. He's gonna try to get up onto the in towards this B side if he can. CMS yet to get a frag here. But that just shows, like, that just shows the skill level of Gambit Youngsters when Shiro can pull out a 4K like that. Out of thin air, pretty much.
Exactly. When he's been given that room to move as well, of course he's going to find the kills. I also don't think, though, that shows that Heretics are just going to struggle in this game. If anything, I think we've seen the opposite. I think we've seen enough to know that this is going to be one hell of a map of Counter-Strike so far. I mean, 3-2. Heretics are already contesting. This is already a much better start than what we've seen from them previously on Vertigo.
Definitely, and that's a great flashbang from his teammate. And now Supra trying to go for more here. Doesn't need to. They're shutting pings down here on Heretics. This is a much better CT side here from Gambit in the past 2 rounds. And Anthony just smoked off the sideway here. What can Heretics do? They're doing pretty much most of the same play here towards A. Playing slow towards A. And just haven't worked out the past 2 rounds. Molly out, and does Anthony want to force the issue?
I think he might. He's
15
actually working
left,
through the smoke. Look at him go. He's just got to swing out wide. Peeks both players. Will be traded, but arguably, through the kills that he's found, he's traded it down to a 3-on-1. So even losing his own life is infinitely worth it there, because the round is easily secure.
Not bad at all. Look at this flash right here. That's a beautiful flash. Surprising free kill on Maka. And yeah, he didn't see the guy in the corners, but if he didn't get a kill on Ramptic, there was a guy right next to him. He didn't react in time. I think he got flashed. That's why I didn't see anything. So 4-2 here. Heretics money is gone. They're only gonna have that 1 AK saved on XMS. So we should be seeing a 5-2, but that's what we said when Gambit Youngsters saved 2 weapons themselves. So if the AK can open up here, it's definitely a possibility. And he's already through in towards the choke point. Ooh, very close. Exile spots him. Oh, they're gonna go for the boost here. I love this boost. They don't have to use the ladder here. They're gonna use a 3-man boost. First one. Up the second one. And now it's gonna get up here. I love it. And he's even gonna get the frag. But you have Shiro on the B side now instead of the A side. He picks up 2 frags. Looking for the 3rd. Not gonna nail it. Maka picks up that AK, but he doesn't have Kevlar because of it. And it will lose the round here, Gambit Youngster. Not Gambit Youngster, but Heretics. But still a very nice try here. Let's see if they can get a plant or something more out of it. Hold the phone for a second. Plant has been going down. Nevera in a 1 versus 3 with block. If he had a little bit of better pistol here, it maybe would have been possible. But Nathan is gonna shut it down, but gotta love that boost actually.
Creative way, has to be said, to try and get into the site, but unfortunately, it's only good for 1 kill. You've got Shiro here just rattling shots, back after back. Not a huge amount they could do to stop him.
Yeah, it's really not the best AWP map, but still it seems like a pretty good map for Shiro to AWP on actually. He's very mobile, he played the A side a couple times, now he played B towards the pillar. And
it really only suits aggressive AWPers. You can't play like a Dust 2 AWPing style where you're holding short or holding long or taking the dual mid. You really have to be a bit more sort of Fallen-esque, where you're willing to dive into, say, toilets overpass, take aggressive, force the duels. It's kind of like that on Vertigo 2. You have to be willing to change your position across the entire map, get aggressive with it, and bring a bit of flair into the game. If you struggle with those sorts of shots, AWPing on Vertigo is going to be a disaster.
Yeah, definitely. And 5-2 here. Heretics Still shouldn't panic yet though. You know, it's still only been 8 rounds. P coming up from Supra here. He's not gonna nail the shot here. Shiro. He's gonna try to push it back, but it's gonna be only trades coming through here. On both sides actually, back to 33, and Kirishima and Maka, they're low. So I actually favor the trade here for the CTs, even though normally trading is better for the T side. But just looking at the HP here, I feel like this is gonna be much better for Gambit. 50 seconds to go here. Kirishima's already out in the middle. And Shiro got 6.50 KD. What is his kills looking like? 40 seconds remain. Where are they gonna go towards? They've been trying a lot towards A. Last round they tried B. But that was just an eco, of course. So they're gonna try towards A again here. Gambit has been doing a good job shutting things down, and that's gonna be a failed molly actually. So now they're still gonna have to clear sandbags because of it. Molly towards the single boost. And oh, he's gonna jump up in the molly. Shiro. He's a beast. Nade. Not gonna take down Inters. 10 seconds left. They gotta go for the planter. There's only gonna be one guy covering, but Shiro, he keeps on killing people here. Well, that's the third. Is he gonna go for the 4K here? Maka is gonna be saving the weapon in the sandbags. Not gonna go for the kill, but Shiro, this guy is a beast right now. How many kills does this guy have?
And it just goes back to what we talked about with that aggressive AWP style. Like, he's getting on top of the boxes. He is forcing duels, catching them by surprise every time. They just have no idea where is Shiro going to be. Is he going to be peeking us up B ramp? Is he going to be swinging out wide A? What is he up to? When you don't know what that AWP is doing on Vertigo, you could get off and just pop like Shiro is right now. It's really nice to see him on the CT side, just catching them off every single round.
Yeah, and they don't really have an answer for it either. That nade is going to be really, really good actually. On top of the spray as well. Maka is not even going to get anything done here in this round. XMS is going to pick up that S3, but they got one S3 and a couple pistols here. So things should be working out fine, and you can see Shiro again. This guy, if I played against him in a PUG, you know, I would say he was cheating, you know. This guy is an absolute beast right now. 6-2 is about to be 7-2. XMS and Nvidia, I'm not sure they have too much to say here in this round. And I think Shiro's up to like 17 or 18 kills at this point. It's just absolutely crazy. And keep in mind, this is Heretics mapping as well, and they're, at the moment at least, they're getting wrecked because of the one player. It's really just the one player that's making all the entries here. And then after that, his team is chiming in with 1 or 2 frags at the end. Vera though, very hard game for him and his teammates here so far. Bomb will be getting planted here unless they can. Oh, yeah, okay, he's gonna jump off Nafani. He's gonna get himself 3 in this round, so 7-2 flags. And what do you think Heretics is gonna do? Because they've really only been trying towards his A side. Middle as well a little bit here as well, but yes, but they're trying other things, but that's when they have pistols only. Maybe they should try a weapon run towards middle, weapon runs towards B, really, at this point.
Yeah, I think they need to get a little bit more creative towards that B site. I think the problem they found is that because they've gone towards B with the pistols, they just have no confidence there because they've been shut down every time. They've also tried kind of some of their more force-up rounds towards B, and that also hasn't worked out. So I just don't think they want to risk the full buy. The full buy, they seem to consistently want to send towards this A sort of ramp area, seeing what they can find. Problem is, they're getting shut down the same way every time. It's, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see Gambit get aggressive on B for the early information so they can see what's coming, that it's a Heretics all-in play towards the A site.
Yeah, exactly, because if they keep going A here, they will be setting somebody towards B to try to go aggressive, try to wrap behind. But like, this A play, they actually worked out. They won the first 2 gun rounds doing this. But after that, you know, Ambit Youngsters, they started to read what they were doing. And now it hasn't been working out. Past 5 rounds, so. Trouble in Paradise for Heretics here on their map pick. And looking to see if they can do something on A now. It's all about that first 2 frags here. Nothing with the forward smokes here. Oh, they are going to be going up here. 40 seconds to go. Napan is going to get spammed here. He keeps getting spammed. He needs to get some help here. He doesn't shoot back. Oh, the spam for Kirishima is just there. Awful spray, awful from him. But oh, look at his boost coming through. Shiro, Nails lucky. It's a 4v4 retake here. Do they have the nades to make this retake from Gambit Youngsters? Oh, that's
surely this should be a Heretics round. They have everything they need
Yeah.
to secure this right now. They have the map control. They also have the positioning within the map control as well. Every single piece of it. Yes, Gambit has some utility. They can force some of these fights, but they're not even winning the duels here. Kiyoshiba taking down one. Maka with a second as well. This is looking all but done. Maka, 2 more kills for him. Make it 3. Heretics, they will find their 3rd round.
Finally. Finally something works out here on the A side for Heretics, but they need more of that. They need way more of that because... But even though, like, I was thinking the money was going to be much better for Gambit Youngsters here. But it really, really isn't. So, they get up... It's all dude. I think it was Supra, right, who died by Kirishima. He tried to hide in the corner, tried to hide behind the smoke, see if they're pushing towards A. Maybe they forget about him, so he can get a pair of frags. Not for camp, but look at this early pick here. That peak. It's gonna be so much easier for the T side to land than the CT. So another shot here from Gambit Youngsters, but this may be the last one for now. 7-3 though, still a big scoreline for Gambit Youngsters going into this 11th round. But I don't know, Heretics. That's the first round that's worked out on the A side in a while. Now Shiro, he's back on the op again. But look at this, they're playing very aggressive towards B now instead, and they're pushing B a lot. So now they have to know it's gonna be A. Supra, oh no, do you want to take this left Molly? Oh, they're so close on top of you. The flash is gonna be coming in, oh my goodness, they're all flashed here. This is gonna be the spray down for Supra, he gets 2. Oh my goodness, Heretics. Nobody's playing anti-flash flakes. That's terrible. And now the flag coming in as well from Exile. And this is just Maka left here. Nowhere to go. He's completely trapped and nothing is gonna pick it up. And this time they're switching it up here, Gambit Youngsters. They got 2 players only towards A. With this push here, look at his double lineup. And then you have 2 or 3 pushing behind to wrap on them. That's a really nice strat there from Gambit.
Nice to see Gambit changing it up, to be honest. Showing that they have that tactical depth here on Vertigo, which doesn't surprise us. We know they have a lot of stuff sort of in the strat book they can whip out. This is also a flawless map for them, so there's going to be a lot of confidence that we'll have when executed, which definitely will come into play too.
Yeah, but there will be one more buy. That's good news from Heretics. They don't have to eco yet, so they can keep getting these gun rounds for now at least. But they need to put some runs on the board very, very soon here. Otherwise, this may be looking like a 10-5 half, 11-4 perhaps, if they don't win the upcoming rounds. Oh, he's gonna go for the spam here. Oh, I like that little box play actually. And they're snapping it with a second. And well, there's no trace from Heretics. Not a single trade coming through. So, how are they gonna deal with this round now? 5 versus 3. Maka lucky to be alive there. But yeah, Gambit Youngsters, maybe they baited them into picking this map or something, because Gambit Youngsters, they don't mind picking having to play this map. And that's what I talked about, before the game. Like, kind of weird, you're picking a map where Gambit Youngsters has 5 out of 5 rounds and maps on.
It's definitely a power move. You have to, like... The thing about making it a power move, right, is you've got to be able to show something for it. There's got to be some muscle behind it. Problem is, for Heretics, that doesn't seem to exist. Yeah, it's not looking too good for them, is it?
Not at the moment, at least. Maybe they're still sleeping. Maybe they need to get some little bit of coffee or something, to wake up. Maybe the second half is going to be the recipe that they're going to do that, but... it's not going to be a lot of the second half if they don't win more rounds. It could just be a 12-3, and if they lose the pistol, this map is pretty much going to be done for. So, I'm not really sure how Heretics will get more T rounds at this point. The rounds all the 3 rounds they've been winning have been on this A side, and they keep going A, they keep abusing A. I don't think we've seen a single gun run from them on B, right?
Yeah, we've not seen a single full buy round from them. We've only seen the closest thing to a full buy, which is the Force they did, where they had a couple of rifles, but apart from that, we haven't seen anything to be so.
Or middle, really. They only had one eco round towards middle with the pistols. They haven't had a single gun round, so only gun rounds towards A. And
everything they've done has been based around ramp. This is the epitome of the last 13 rounds of Counter-Strike, including this one, are all based on the same push that they're trying to do now. It's almost as if you are scrimming the map and you're rinse and repeating the same strategy to try and find ways to make it work. That seems to be the approach here from Heretics. And to their defense, you know, again, they've got a good plant here, but they took so much damage to get the plant, and they have such little firepower in the form of weapons that holding on to this plant is going to be a whole different story.
Maybe they're thinking, okay, if we do this every single round, we have to win at least five rounds, you know? It's going to have to work a few times, at least 20%. To win a couple of rounds. Maybe that's what they're thinking at the moment. But the rethinking will be coming in. Why is nobody watching XMS here? He finds 2 in a 0-1. Oh my goodness, all of a sudden it's a 2 versus 2, 2v1. He makes it a 1v1. But is there enough time on that bomb? I don't think so. No, it's not. And what?
That should not be a round that they lose.
XMS?
No one watching XMS at all gets 2 kills here. The AWPer, even while being shot in the head, is completely oblivious.
No time. It was like literally like 2 seconds too far gone there. Oh my god, XMS. Like, that second kill was so important. Yes, he found the first, but if he didn't find the second one before he got traded, that was gonna be a Gambit Youngsters round. That just one more play was gonna get them the round, but they're gonna win. They keep going A, but the rounds they're winning is just crazy at this point. And now they're gonna force the issue towards A with the weapons instead. Oh, the auto shotguns coming through. What is going on? This is absolute bonkers. 2 for 2 trade. Lucky's down to 5 HP. The game is gonna get slowed down a little bit here. But is that guy flanking actually? And this is why, because they're giving up so much part of the map, so the flank can come in here from Gambit. So 2 to go here. Heretics, they should be lucky to get one or more of these 2. Ooh, he actually walked into the spray there. He didn't get wallbanged in the beginning, but then he just walked into it. Down to 3 HP for Supra. So what can Supra really do in this round here with 3 HP? He's gonna get
absolutely nothing.
Yeah, XMX nails both here. This is gonna be a 5th round from Heretics unless Axar can clutch it. And he should know there's towards A. He may think there's somebody lurking, but they never go middle, so that's not gonna happen. Plant, 30 seconds. He's gonna put the molly once the guy plants. He's very worried about middle though. But he's not gonna plant on the same side here. They're gonna plant in the corner, but he doesn't go for the connect. Oh, he doesn't get the spray. So this is gonna be hard. He doesn't even have a kit, and they don't have money too. Maybe he should just save this one. Yeah, I think he's gonna fall back and save here. He will. So, Heretics, they do grab a couple T rounds here in the end. Could that be enough going to the second half?
To be fair, they've got 5 rounds. It might be still tight for them, but heck, getting 5 rounds here is a huge success in comparison to the 3 we thought they were gonna find.
Yeah, they may even find a 6 here because looking at his last round, Axa is gonna be the only one with a rifle. The others, they're gonna have absolutely nothing. Pistols, Kevlar here only. Or if they want to drop 2 FAMAS over and get themselves deagles for that Kevlar, that could work, but not gonna be ideal. It's gonna be, yeah, so they are actually gonna drop the FAMAS over. So, pretty terrible buy here from Gambit. Gonna see if they can nail the 10th round here with a Force. But Heretics, you know, it's not every time you see all the weapon rounds going towards A. And just 2 rounds, just 1 round towards B, 1 towards A with pistols. Other than that, it's only been the A side. That's kind of weird. And Shiro, where does he die? Okay, Shiro is not going towards A this time. That's an entry, and now Navir is trying to look for a B play here. So the last round is switching things up here, Heretics. All of a sudden, Gambit Youngsters, not really sure what to do yet, because I haven't done this before.
Very patient play from Heretics now. Again, though, doing much of the same. The only difference is we finally have someone not purely committed to the mid play. X-Kom sort of lurking in the background for a bit. Looks like he will eventually group up with a squad and come up through ramp, but it was nice to see him be a little bit more creative here.
Yeah, for sure. And Maka trying to look for somebody above the smoke here. If anybody jumped up. And 40 seconds to go here. Oh, he saw the guy jumping up. Maka knows, and he's getting the kill on the side. That's a free kill for him. And now I feel like this is going to be a 9-6 here. Trying to go for the boost here, but Inters is actually still in the corner here. He goes for the reload, and they're already forced the issue here. And this is going to be a 9-6 here. Super and Apany, unless they can push it forward. What? What is that? He pushes forward, he gets 2, but he drops the USP trying to... I don't know what he's trying to do there, but Apany doesn't have the Kevlar. He's going to get aim punished. 2 versus 1 here. And he's going to go down, so they will still win the 6th round there, but that was so close. But he was not ready for the guy sideway.
What a half. I mean, I'm really surprised that Heretics are able to do as much as they have been able to do. I mean, frankly, they've already got to the same number of rounds they picked up in the last game. I believe it was a 16-6. It was a 69, in fact, actually. So perhaps an opportunity to at least best their previous attempt playing Gambit here.
22-7 for Shiro. Teammates 14, 12, 5, and 4. Lucky is sitting on 4. A rough game for a couple of these players, but 9-6 is 9-6. There's only 3 behind here for Heretics. And if they can get the pistol here, they're back into the action. But the question is, how good is Gambit? Are they going to boost the A side as well? Or are we going to see something else from Gambit here playing this map? But the A side is pretty much like the best side you can go for as a terrorist anyway. B side is really hard to take with those stroke points on the entrance. But now when they don't have the smoke and the pistol run, they can definitely go P, and that's a drive-by on Maka. He actually somehow still alive with 3 HP. Kind of weird how a headshot does like 97 sometimes, 98. That should be 100 right on top of his head and he should be dead. But you can see Gambit, they have the set smokes here on the B side with the mollies. And you can see there's 4 players behind the HVACs here. They're gonna have to play the retake here, Heretics. They're gonna go for the boost. Oh, are they gonna be able to see that? Bomb will be going down here. This is a pure retake. Nivira gets the first one. They're gonna keep pushing. They know where the bomb is planted. Oh, this is gonna be so hard for Gambit to hold off. Let's get to trade, but Supra does have more in him to get more frags here. He's dancing around the pillar like a ballerina, trying to dodge this shot while he's getting shot. Well, this is down to just 2 now. 4 versus 2. There's a guy flanking though. It's a big flank inbound. He has been denied, and he's been outsmoked. This is gonna be a Heretics round. They have a kit on Nivira as well, and he's already took the defuse. And there you have it. Heretics gonna win it. Sure, just gonna fall back and save absolutely nothing. So they got onto the slide, but there was 4 players behind the smokes there, and they were also going for the boost over the smokes. Really hard to defend it for Gambit if you're a terrorist.
Couple of interesting tidbits for you about the last Gambit Heretics matchup. Heretics' stronger side was their CT side by a significant margin. We also saw on the Gambit side a 14-2 half for Shiro on the CT side, and then likewise went 12-9 and 16-10 on that T side. So Shiro having a game of her life then as well. Clearly the key fragger by far for this Gambit side.
Yeah, they're not investing fully into this round, but they're investing in an AK here. Surprise only has 700 left, so they're still gonna try to win this round and see if they can do something with this AK, but I don't think that's gonna happen here. The remaining ones have just the pistols, of course. Trying to boost above the smoke to see anybody there, but it's not gonna go for the peak yet. A minute to go. We can see the aggression Heretics doing it towards the ramp with the mollies. They're sending Shiro to try to go for the AK play here. He does actually get the trade. Gotta be a little bit careful here because they got 2 M4s and 2 MP9s here, Heretics. So if you send the MP9s against the AK here, probably gonna lose the battle. But they only got 40 HP, so close spray should be doing the work here. 35 seconds to go, and there's only one player on the B side here, XMS. He's gonna have to get a couple frags here to try to deny things. Once that push is gonna come through. 24 seconds, but are they gonna check behind the site here? XMS could just be doing enough here. They're sending, oh, the pistol play first, he gets sent away, he gets the second one. He even gets the third before he gets denied finally. But that's gonna be enough for Heretics to put out the 8th round. Great play from XMS there. So little time left, they couldn't really have time to check it. And there's one behind here when we're gonna have the first bar run coming out. Look at that, he's just spinning around. But Inters and Axe are 4 and 6 kills. They really have to feel bad right now. They're like, guys, we're not doing anything here. Like, we have 4 and 6 kills, like 18 rounds in. That has to be a little bit tilting. Oh.
Does fire something towards ramp, so at least an opener there. Very clean shot on Zalaki.
Oh Maka, this is bad. You're pushing forward here. I don't think this is one's gonna work out. And ooh, actually, all the aggression is on the other guy, and he gets 3 for his trouble. And that is how you look down around after going down a player. I feel like, okay, he's probably gonna push there, but they're probably gonna be aware and check the corner, and it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. But he actually gets 3 out. This is gonna be Heretics round. Unless Inters and Exile can kill XMS here on the B side. Oh, the Molly will flush him out here. He's gonna stand in fire. He goes down actually by the fire. 100 HP. But Nivira, they don't know he's here yet. This could be really good for Nivira if they haven't seen him going through the CT spawn. Now they know he threw the smoke, so they know exactly what's up here. Axe and Inters, this is their time to step up. They had a rough time. Oh, they just not barely can get the shot on Exile. But the flank is coming in, that's the one. Now it's the 3 versus 1 here. Exile missing the first spray down on the first guy. He goes for the long range, but he gets double peeked. And that will be Heretics getting up on 9-9 here. And looks like Ambit had a chance to win that round with that entry. But it all falls apart here when Maka gets a triple spray with the silencer. What is the funds looking like? They're gonna go for partial buy here, Gambit. Axa is gonna buy an AK, the rest is gonna go Pistol Kevlar here. So Heretics, they could take the lead here. And Heretics, they're impressive CT side so far.
Yeah, it has to be said. They started off well, but like I mentioned, their best half was their CT side. That's where they showed some promise against Gambit previously. So with that in mind, this is potentially a very positive situation for them. 9-9 should really be able to get double digits here in their favour. We could be looking at a much closer game once and for all. I don't think you would have expected to say that. I definitely didn't 9 rounds ago. But
yeah,
this is really looking much closer. And they've had the perfect start here as well in the second half. So
yeah, consider it was a 9-3 from Ambit Youngsters. They were up against a pistol and they lost that. They were up against the Eco. They lost the 9-3 round against the Eco. Even if they didn't lose that Eco round, it would have been 10-3. And we wouldn't see this kind of scoreline. But that one Eco round that the Heretics won on the A side, that had completely turned this game around for them. That's how fast the CS can turn around. Just the one round can decide everything here. And they're gonna send Exiles to try to get a couple entries here in the middle with the AK, but not really sure he's gonna be finding any. And it's 35 seconds to go. They could have gone for the window boost there. I would have loved to see that actually. Not funny. Oh, Kiroshima's moving all the way up here. He's gonna get the first and the second. This is a lot of aggression here. Gonna trying to get shut down by Shiro, who's been having a really good game, but his teammate hasn't stepped up, you know. And that is a big problem. You need all sides to step up. 10 seconds left. They're not going to win the round here, Gambit. Let's see if they can save the weapons, the both AKs. That's what they're going to try to do here. But it will be 10-9 from Heretics. And maybe now this is why they picked this map. Very good CT side so far.
Can they keep it going though? That is the next question, right? We haven't really seen a huge test yet from this Gambit side. So I want to see a few more of these gun rounds play through just to kind of see, really, if Heretics have their CT side on lockdown, to be blunt about it. This is going to be a good example of just what we want to see. We're in round 20. It's not the greatest full buy in the world from Gambit, obviously lacking some utility, but they should have enough to have a dent here on the CT side. And if it's a complete whitewash again, then that will be another signal that highlights just the improvement Heretics have made.
Yeah, and now, well, you can see the difference T side that Gambit is doing from Heretics. Gambit, they're taking middle control, they're taking B stairs control. Like, they're not just going A that Heretics did. And at this moment, I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Because it hasn't really been working out for them. So, but you can see the kind of play they're doing here. They're sending a lot of players towards mid and B now. It seems like this is going to be a B split here. Shiro with the up here. Is he going to go for the angle on Kirishima? Miracles. Who's going to move first? Kirishima. Oh, Exile though, towards B. May just gonna try to make some noise, but they're afraid of the push here, but nobody's moved yet. There's the flash, and now Kirishima has to move. Luckily, Shiro doesn't hit the shot. That's a hard shot to hit. And Kirishima towards the CT here. Gonna get shot down to 60 HP here. Nivira down to 12. Kirishima has to win the battle, and he does. Lucky wins it as well. 2 men up here. Maka gets another one above the smoke here on sandbags. Trace is there, but still a 4v2 here on the side of Heretics. And Supra, oh, I think he just saw him there. He goes towards the single box, the nade. Not gonna do too much here, and it's down to just Axad. He gets the first one. He has to find 3 more with 12 HP. This is not gonna be it. And Heretics, they're getting up on 11 there. Beautiful mid hold here. And Gambit trying to wrap on towards the A side, not working out. And that's another gun run from Heretics. Keep running this out, and Gambit, do they have an answer? I actually don't feel like that was too bad of a run from Gambit. They just lost the duels in the beginning there, both of the players. Kirishima won the first one, then Lucky won one as well. To put it a 5v3.
To be said, Heretics' ability to also close out these rounds at the end in those tighter sort of 3v3 scenarios and so on also seems pretty solid.
Wow.
This is a good start. 2 very quick kills, just barely 15 seconds into the round. Gambit on a real big back foot here. Heretics looking for 12. They find this, likely 13 as well. Heretics really are onto something right now.
Yeah, I did not expect this actually. Because they were really lackluster on that first half. 9-3 down. Looking like Gambit has everything to say, but it may just be because Shiro got all those frags, you know. Without him, you know. This is what's happening at the moment. Smoke will be deployed here. He knows where that guy is because he knew where the smoke came from. Ooh, so close with a pixel there. But you could actually wallbang through that box from sandbags and the other way around too. If you want to. Don't think anybody's gonna take that risk though. Molly towards the single boost here. There is a guy there. Kirishima will be heading away. Ooh, Shiro. What was that? That was a disgusting flick shot on Kirishima. And oh, Maka misses the shot. It's Shiro with the second. And Nivira, what? He's already up here. What are they doing? He gets himself 2 and that's a wrap. Oh, what a big play for Nivira. first 2 kills in the middle here, Flakes. But looks like Gambit could have turned it around there with that Flake shot and the second kill as well, putting back to 3v3. But they don't expect Nivir to already be up close. And that's 12. Gambit Youngsters getting absolutely wrecked so far on the T side.
This is just not working at all right now for the Gambit side, and as we talked about, this will be 13 here now, because at best Gambit spend down to 2k. That doesn't present a huge opportunity for them. Heretics at 13, need 3 more to get map 1 over the line, and then get to go to Dust 2, and arguably a map that they're not horrendous at either. We could well be seeing Heretics setting themselves up for a chance at a 2-0 here.
Yeah, we definitely can, and it's just like Gambit, they need to wake up here, because yeah, map 2, as you said, it's not a bad map for Gambit Youngsters. I think they did play it against Smash, didn't they? Yeah, they did play it against Smash a few days ago. They won 16-12 on Dust 2 over Smash on that one, after being down 11-4 on the CT side. Then they won 12-1 on T side. So Gambit Youngsters looking like they have a good T side on Dust 2 on that second map, but you know, you can't, you know, it's gonna be hard because Heretics, they played it 4 times, they won all 4 times. Over teams like OG, Heroic, Nordavind, you know. So this is not gonna be easy at all for the likes of Gambit, you know. It's gonna be, I feel like this is the map they had the best chance of winning so far at least, you know. And they may just concede their first loss on it in a few rounds. But as you say, Flake, you said a pistol Kevlar here. We see Galils. I see Mac 10s. So they really are forcing into this one. Not fully on every player. Inters is full buying, but this is a risky buy from Gambit. But I still think they're just gonna have enough for the next round because they get so big loss bonus. And, do see them heading towards the A side here. So they're gonna do what Heretics did, a fast on towards the A side. Shiro though, try to go for fast play there with a Mag 10. Will be getting denied. So 12-9. This is a key round. We're gonna go for the 3
I mean, even if they get creative here, it's just still looking very bleak. Maka, Kyo was getting a little aggressive. Do you see the first pick come through, but Lucky sprays them down. 3 very decisive frags. Super and Shiro become last men standing. And again, what can they do? They have to not only get the bomb here, then also get to the site itself, and just Maka, prime position. To shut them down there and then. A wasted round, unfortunately, for Gambit. It does secure the 13th for Heretics. And what's interesting is you look at the spend of some of those players. Inters, for example, spent every final cent he's got. This means that the buyer going into round 23 here as well is also not going to be flawless. We're also going to see Galils and so on come through.
Yeah, we certainly will, and that's why they're not going to have the best buy here, even though this is a full buy run, but just because Inter spent all the money. The other ones is going to be fine, it's just him. That's going to be a little bit of budget buy here. I could try to go for another pick here, but 39. Gambit Youngsters, when are they going to win any T rounds? This is crazy. Ooh, the boost. Maka just can't see above the smoke and the molly. But Shiro, he starts off what they did on the CT side. He gets an enter here on Heretics towards the window. Lucky has been boosted up towards window as well. This is a good start from Gambit, but he had an entry before, a couple rounds back. That's when Maka got a triple spray down towards the A ramp. And if they don't win this round, Flakes, I think this map is too far gone for Gambit. This is the round they have to win, otherwise the money's gonna be gone. We should probably see 4 spies in the last 2. 50 seconds to go, and there's not a single play on the B side from Heretics. This is gonna be a good run from Gambit. If they just take B now, they're gonna have the entire B site. Then Gambit towards A here, Heretics. And they Gambit in the wrong side here, so Nathan is the only one towards the ramp here. He goes down, but it doesn't matter. As you can see on the map, they already got a B plant. So this is clearly gonna be a save here from Heretics. A 4-man save. So actually, this is kind of smart, you know. You make the 4-man gamble towards A. You know, if they don't go A, you're just gonna save it and you basically lose no money, right? But if they go A, you're gonna be 4 plays there. And you may just win the round. So they don't really lose anything doing this, Heretics.
Gambit definitely looking to grind their way back into this one. But the fact that they've been able to save 4, as you say, not losing anything, is huge for them. Because they don't really get punished here in terms of their economy. So they'll be able to keep plowing forward. I mean, look, Maka, $6,800 in the bank. Nevera, $6,550. Heretics in a great position just to go at this again and continue to try and force us over the line. For Gambit Youngsters, if they want to really make this game happen, not only do they need to claim the next 3 rounds, but they need to, ideally, claim them quite decisively.
Yeah, they need to build up some money here, Gambit Youngsters. They do have a little bit of a buffer on 4 players, but it's not going to be enough. They need to win like 2-3 in a row here to really get something. But Nevera inside the window here. Are they really going to check it? Oh, he scoped. So they heard it. Could have probably gone for a quick kill there. Doesn't want to take the risk. The risk versus the reward is too big there to win an op. But goes on the ladder here, Nafani. And Gambit's looking like they want to head towards B as well. This is the difference between Gambit and Heretics. Gambit, they're playing all around the map. And so far that hasn't really worked out. It did last round. Normally hasn't. And Nafani's gonna go down by Maka. Now they're gonna send 3 players towards B here. Molly and Smoke being deployed for XMS. With delaying things here for the T side, but they're actually gonna go through the smoke. Looks like they were actually for a second there. Here we go, there goes the smoke play. XMS will be going down here. The change from Nevera, he gets the point blank shot. Bomb has been picked up there. Oh my goodness, he's missing the shot, Nevera. He needs to hit the next one. Re-smoke coming through, but it's a guy on the other side of the vent. And there we go, Inters with the first one, Shiro with the second. And it's looking like a lockdown here from Gambit. Kyoshima Maka, last 2 men standing here. The spray will be good for 1, but Maka in a 2 versus 1 here. Smoke will be fading in about 2 seconds. He should be seeing the guy. Ooh, it just goes back lines here. He doesn't see him, and yeah, this is gonna be 11 for Gambit for sure. Maka, no business to be in this round at all. They're not gonna peek him 2 versus 1. He's just gonna run away and save. She goes for the fake there, the fake drop. But he doesn't find anything. Gambit is playing good, and that's the 2nd run in a row they're winning the B side here, Flakes. Maybe Heretics A side is Gambit's B side.
Perhaps. They definitely showed some promise there early on. These rounds have been tight though. They've been very much coming down to 1 or 2 crucial picks. Super here having to find that headshot. If he doesn't find that, everything changes. And that's what gets me a little nervous. But that's Counter-Strike. That's the best kind of Counter-Strike. When things are down to the wire and you don't know who is able to edge things out, it just shows just how close this game actually is. Which, I think with that in mind, a lot of respect has to be given to this Heretics side. Because even if they, for whatever reason, let's say in a distant world, they lose this now 16-13, I think Heretics have done a bloody good job to improve their vertigo to the point that they are making this extremely close. And, well, look, it's not 16-13 yet. It's still very much up to play for. Let's see what they can do. Already, a play comes through towards the A site. We're going to see the molly towards Sandbag start to clear things out as Lucky and Maka look to get a little aggressive. This is where Gambit get opportunities to try and force a few picks.
Certainly is, and Shiro, you know, he was sleeping a little bit in the early T rounds, but now he's woken up and he's getting a lot of frags, a lot of entries for the Gambit, and that's a perfect flash as well from Shiro. Axa is gonna nail him. And now that's 2 entries towards the A side. Heretics, do they want to go for the save here if the next player dies? It's a 5v3. Don't really think it's possible for the retake here. Looking at the money, they don't have anything. So saving these 3 guns will make them buy one more round in the 26. So you can see Shiro enters there, and then the flash over for Exile to get the guy on sideway, and that's 2 entries, and that's the round for Gambit. But as you say, Heretics, they did play good. They have a good CT side, but the past 3 rounds, they just hasn't been working out. And Gambit slowly but surely making things back here after being down 13-9. Now it's gonna be 13-12. And the question is, can they save the 3 guns? I don't think Gambit is gonna hunt because they don't have too much money themselves.
Nice thing about money is keeping 5 players alive. That's best case scenario, right? I mean, building up the coffers. Finally starting to have a dent on this CT side, though. As you started to allude to, Heretics able to capture a few players every single round. Take those M4s forward. But a huge boon for them. Still might see something from them here, to be honest, because they can drop another rifle. Yeah, we likely will, actually. Maka being on 39.50, they'll definitely buy this up, but this will be the last buy from Heretics before we get into the world of pistols and whatnot, if Gambit are able to take this win.
Yeah, but you can see they lost 3 in a row here, so they will get the full loss bonus if they lose this one. So that's what Heretics has going for them. Shiro is 1 kill away from dropping a 30 bomb. So he's been playing really, really good. And yeah, 13-12 here. Very important round for Heretics. They know this, but so Heretics, they're gonna have to do the hard work here. They're gonna have to win against a lot of gun rounds to win this match, pretty much. Because Gambit, they're gonna be having buy, even if they lose this one, Gambit is gonna have 2 more buys in a row. So, or the, yeah, so Heretics is really gonna have to talk things through here. We can see the utility damage here on Supra and Axa is very, very good. 247, 209. Kirishima is sitting on 300, so 3 of the 5 players from Heretics doing really good utility damage. And that's what you want to do if you are a player. If you're not really performing, you know, at least you can do something to help out your team. That you see a lot of these players do here.
Gotta be that support player, right?
What?
Throw those smoke. Gotta be that support player. Throw those smokes. Throw those flashes. Get some good damage in. I mean, that's you gotta be willing to adjust yourself when you're not hitting your shots, or you're not. You know, there's also the world where you may not be the first player in. You may not be the player that opens up the round. So it's not always that player's not fragging out. It's just that, yeah, that player is being the support. He might be lurking, whatever it may be. As long as he's doing what his team needs him to do, fulfilling that role and that job, then that's what matters. If they need him to frag, that's a bit of a different story, because I don't think we've seen much of those.
Yeah, let's see here. Almost down to $0 here from Heretics, but they do have a loss bonus going in if they lose this one, the worst case scenario. So if they do get a lot of frags in this round, they may just decide to go for another buy. If they get enough for like 2, 3, and 4s, they can drop those over. Because Lucky and Nivira, they have 1k each. XMS 2, so do have a little bit at least. But let's see here, 13-12. Very important round here for Heretics. Also for Gambit, to be honest. So, no, you know, a mistake here will be devastating for both teams. Pop Flash comes around the corner, Supra. Oh, it just turns away. That's awful timing there from Supra, but Shiro, he's there to trade it. Oh, he managed to just stay put with his crosshair. Would have been a 5v4 for Gambit, but now they're gonna go towards B instead. Axine, he's already up here with an SG, XMS. Sole defender for now at least. He gets backup from his teammate just now. Smoke is being deployed here. Nivira and XMS. But Axine has been spotted here, so they do still want to go towards B with the bombs here. Looks like that's going to be the call here. But they need to do something towards A, because now you can see the rotation air flakes towards B. 3 players here now.
25 seconds, though, is what they'll have roughly once they get to ramp. They make life real difficult. Maka Already with one. All he's got to do is slow them down here, and he's doing the perfect job. 17 seconds now. The bomb still dropped. I don't think they have a chance here. Even if they grab the bomb, they would have to knife out sprint to the site and a bank on the fact that Shiro gets every single kill. Inters makes that sprint happen, gets the bomb planted. And Heretics opts not to push. They decide, let's play the retake here. Let's keep it safe. Taking the 3-on-2, making it a 3-on-1 very early on. Shiro now has it all to do, all on his own, and he has little to no idea where any of these players are. Missing the shot as well. That's not ideal. You want to at least get a frag there and then have to readjust. Even the second just doesn't connect.
That's a rough run from Gambit there. That he actually gets 2 there, Maka, from his sandbags position. Like, how? He has an AWP. And he gets 2 ahead. Like, they're only peeking up with a head as well. He only sees the top of his head on both those 2 guys, and he gets both. Doesn't miss the shots. And that was 2 crucial frags there for Maki. If he didn't hit the shots there, probably would have been a wrap for Gambit. We would have been able to hold that in post-plant. But 14 from Heretics. Big run to win for them. Keeping them in the lead with 2 rounds here. Gambit Youngsters, they will have another buy, of course. But starting to look grim here from Gambit. They're 2 runs away from losing this map. Maka. Oh, that's the first kill here. Is he gonna get the second one? Ooh, looks like he was about to, getting Supra there. But Nathany goes down early on here. This is where they need Shiro to entry with that op. It looks like they're gonna head towards the B side. There's only 1 player towards B. Smoke. Oh, it's gonna be a fail. He puts the molly down in the same place, but that means the other side is open now. They can just go back behind it. That's a big miss here. XMS hiding behind the vent. Oh my goodness, he's gonna strike. He gets the 1 and he just keeps on pushing plagues.
The confidence on Heretics.
Yeah.
It's holding W onto the site there. Not only do they find the picks, but they deny the plant. It just looks very decisive.
And it hasn't been working out for Gambit in the past 2 rounds here. They had the chance to get up on 13-13 for a point there. But now it looks like Heretics is going to take their map pick here. And they're going to break the 100% win rate Gambit has on this map. If they don't win this next 3 Gambit and try to force an OT. Now Heretics, they definitely made definitely practice it off HLTV, you know. Because, you know, played it 1 time officially. No, you don't normally play like this. Nivera so close to hitting that shot, but Nathany's gonna trade on Lucky, so Nivera, let's see if he can hit any shots here to trade it back to 4v4. He gets the blind kill. That's the first one. Goes for the second, he gets the second. Flicking onto him, goes for the third here. Nivera, he's not done yet. I'm gonna put the last nail in the coffin here for this map. Axa is out on the B side here. It's a 4v3 for Gambit. The nade. Oh, it's on the foot. Has XMS taking him down, and this could be a wrap now. This should surely be 16-12 for Heretics here on Vertigo. Or Axile. Guess the trade XMS a little bit scared to peek there. Probably had to peek there at one point. Bomb will be getting planted here. But how on earth are they going to be able to hold this off? Axile. Oh, they can line up for smoke there, but it's a 1-for-1. Shiro, a 2 versus 1, 30 HP, and he's dancing around here. They haven't spotted him. He gets the first. He tried to get the hell out of there. How did he escape? A 1 versus 1. He's playing behind the side. He goes for the peak there. Probably should have just hit it. And that will be 16 round from Heretics. Flags. I think it was a little bit too aggressive there, Shiro, in that 1v1.
He's a player who's confident. He hits his shots, but unfortunately, towards the tail end of this match, he started to fall off along with the rest of his team as well. Gambit held stuck on 12 rounds. After a solid start into the second half, they were unable to close it down. Heretics made a quick sprint to the finish. They back 16-12. And now they take us to map number 2, where they are going to be looking to keep their Dust 2 streak.
Going through the smoke, walks in. Gonna go down, walks in with the AW
Position, Earthshaker's moving in as well. Echo Slam connects on it too. Back row tire down as well.
It always wins the brawl. Or can we cast the cursor? There we go.
Lootbet.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to Lootbet to cash out now.
walks in with the AW.
Position, Earthshaker's moving in as well. Echo Slam connects on it too. Back row tire down as well.
Red always wins the brawl. Or can we cast the curse in? Oh, there we go.
Lootbet.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to Lootbet to cash out now.
Welcome back, folks. It's Heretics versus Gambit Youngsters, map number 2. What are we thinking today?
I'm having a good feeling about the Heretics actually. After that vertigo performance. But it really relies on Shiro not going absolutely crazy here on those two. That he got 31 kills on vertigo, and this is even a better off map as well. So we got standard in the server. But yeah, it really relies on if Shiro goes, if he has a little bit like a bad game, and I would say bad game for him is probably like 20 kills or something. 20,
it does seem to be like, we were talking about this, if you look at the results of this team, that every map they win, he's basically dropping 30.
Yeah. So if you don't do that, Gambit has a problem. They have a big problem there. But that's, I guess, where the other players has to step up too, you know. They can't just rely on one player, you know. That's ridiculous. You know, you need to have a couple players there, but yeah, knife run is going to be here. This knife run doesn't really matter too much here on those two, I would say. So, not having a huge impact like the other maps, for example, like Train or Inferno. So, it will be Heretics to win it though, so they're gonna get to choose here if they wanna stay on CT and try to fight through there, or if they wanna get a little more freedom on the T side. Really depending on what kind of side, because if you give Gambit the T side here, you know, Shiro can get a lot of freedom with that AWP, going out towards long, peeking middle. Of course the same on the CT side if you play long, but it's a hard call to make here. It's just what we practice really. But both teams, they really can play this map, you know. They both are really good Dust 2 teams, so I feel like this is going to be a pretty close map.
You see Heretics, 4 maps played, all against a high caliber team.
Yeah.
100% win rate.
Not bad. Been against like tier 1 teams, OG for example. Like in the minor qualifier. So, they've really been playing good, but we don't have too much stats, you know. It's only 4 times, you know. Gambit Youngsters, they played it 20 times, so they really, you know, dragged out those two a lot. But Heretics, they're gonna choose the CT side here, so Gambit, they're gonna have freedom on the T side here. The question is though, what can they do with the freedom? And Kiyoshima, he's gonna give Shira a headshot early on here. So Shira, the hard carry from Vertigo, he's already down here, Flakes. Good start here from Heretics on the pistol.
It's exactly what you need to get done. Kyo gets the first tap, now re-peeks for more, spots them. Can't land the follow-up headshots though. The ballsy peek does not pay off as Maka gets himself ready to look like get aggressive, boosting over the smoke. Looking to capture those on sight, but that's not going to happen. What they will find is Inters through the smoke cross. This will prompt the push. Straight into long they go. Nafani finds the quick trade. Flash comes through. The crossfire is looking perfect from the Gambit side. Then Nafani peaks. That changes things. That opens the round up somewhat. XMS becomes last man standing.
They do pull back the round actually, Gambit. Interesting actually that they pull it back after Shiro getting wrecked in the beginning by Kiyoshima. But yeah, here was a 3v3, but I think if somebody rushing you straight through a smoke without the flash or anything like that, that was a little bit weird from Heretics. But yeah, I feel like this CT side is going to be very difficult to win rounds on. like Gambit is a strong T team here, so if Heretics want to have a good half here, they need to try to win rounds early on here. This is gonna be a force. Ooh. Scream's brother can hit headshots too, my friend. And 3 scouts and 2 deagles here. Gambit, they need to be careful about this one. But they don't have too many SMGs. They only got 1 SMG. Other than that, the Galils and the AK. But the Galil is a really bad weapon.
Yeah, Galil's not great. It's a rifle that shouldn't really exist. Not a fan of it, as we've talked about many a time. But look, it does what it does, right? It's a gun where you can tap with it a fair bit. A burst at best, but the full spray, not exactly the Galil's speciality.
It's like using the Glock burst, you know. Nobody uses the burst on the Glock.
Exactly.
It's just, you know, if you want to troll people, that's when you use the burst. So, let's see. They're gonna go short end. This is a good position where the scouts can just get the tags. Just keep getting the tags over and over again. So for Gambit to avoid that, they need to try to explode here with flashes and the volleys. Try to push away them from their positions. Now they're gonna force the issue here. Missed shot there. They're gonna cross here. Hiroshima, he had to hit a couple shots here. He doesn't. Now they have the A side. Trying to go for the K lead up. Lucky trying to do so as well. They're gonna push back here. This is where the Galils and AKs is gonna be good. The point blank range. Well, they're just missing everything here now. And they're not getting a single damage after they came onto the site. Maka, last man standing, is gonna have to run away and save the deagle. And after the entry, it looks like they could have got something there, but then they just push on short. Nothing Hiroshima can do. If you just got 1 or 2 tags there, could have been enough to force the Heretic side up here towards the A side, but they got locked down. That's gonna put an eco round for them. We're gonna see a 3-0 here for Gambit Youngsters before the buy from Heretics will be coming out here, so they start Gambit wanted for sure here on the second map.
Axel already taking a very aggressive duel here, just trying to make sure they shut these pistols down early on, I suppose. Need to be careful not to get too wild. You don't want to give the USPs a Krieg. Looks like Super will join the party. They should be able to find that 1v1 in pits, and from there, round starts to really come a little bit easy for them.
So, just XMS. Trying to go for 1-2 frags here. There's 2 plays low here, but not sure he's gonna find anything for his trouble. Just gonna wait outside the long doors. Don't think, yeah, okay, he doesn't want to have that patience. He's gonna push in. You can see the shadow. And 30. Let's see though. The buy run out now from Heretics. Let's see if they're gonna get an ops going. They will on Maka. So. Heretics, time for them to show us their Dust 2, you know, why they won over OG, for example, here on this map. Now, OG was a little bit hit and miss in the beginning when the team was formed. But still, very good achievement. And, well, Shiro with the tag here, so that's a good start from Gambit. Yeah, you can't give Shiro any freedom here with the op. If he gets a pick, you know, he's just gonna kill everyone. You can see, look at Heretics. There's nobody holding middle. They got 2 players on B. Oh, this could be a wrap from Gambit. This is gonna be a chance for a 5v2 then, if they're wrapping onto tunnel and from the middle. Oh, not sure what I think about this one, Flakes. If they're gonna go towards mid, but they're going back actually. They have over a minute to play with, so. They don't really need to do anything fancy at the moment.
The A site would be a great target for them if they just went back, grabbed the bomb, and just grouped up towards A, did an A split through short. The only real major opposition they'll have on short will be Maka. Long control's where things get a little hairy, but I honestly think a couple of good flashbangs. You're in a great spot here. Kia being so close with the org is not what you want. Lucky, unfortunately, gets to swing out wide, and there just was no flashbang. Both kills claimed towards long means it's all reliant on short. They do their bit, they win their fight, but then they immediately rotate away, walking into the grasps of Nivera, who not only finds one, but doubles down for a swift second, and perhaps even a spicy third, as Supra only on short, nowhere to really to go, spots him out, but already the dink comes through. Nivera to find that third kill. Perfect play from him, just rotating through lower tunnels. Gambit had the chance to try and get out through short, but unfortunately, it all fell to pieces, much like their long play here as well, where they tried to get out, but no utility put to use. Instead, they forced the jewels on their own, completely dry. It just gives Lucky the chance to swing out wide.
They had to go back from short because the bomb was top mid, so the guy on short had to go back and try to help the guy mid on the top mid who had the bomb so they can get to short. Because otherwise he will be there by himself, so he had to force the fight. It's a good job from Heretics there, shutting things down there in the middle. Nice lower push from Nivera as well. He's gonna put himself on the first round here, but another buy here from Gambit, no problem there. But if they win this one, it should be an eco. You get 2 gun runs on the T side if you win the initial 3. If you haven't died with like 4 players every round, of course. So they get one more chance here, Gambit, to try to put a 4th round on the board. Heretics, not a single op this time though, so Shero's still on that op for Gambit, so if you can open up here, that's gonna be a problem for Heretics. But you can see they're playing 3 players towards the B side. That's a big gamble actually to make. Because, you know, if they get an entry towards long here, it's gonna be essentially a 5v1 on the A side. Now they're just making the rotation because there's a guy pushed all the way through tunnel and all the way into the T spawn now. Look at this. He's outside tunnel. Pop flash will be coming through, and now they know this is going to be an A play. Just due to the information they have here. Quick rotation will be coming out here from Heretics. As you can see, there's already 3 players towards the site. 1 towards the car. And this should be a lockdown here. I don't see Heretics lose it in this round. And here we go. Kirishima with the first one. Can he get himself more? He gets a second. How does he get these frags? They know he's here. The short play will be coming in here, but it's a complete lockdown here from Heretics. 5 frags with only 1 casualty.
No one dealing with Kyo here. That's a disaster. One by one, they come falling through. It reminds me of a child's nursery rhyme. The bottles falling off the wall one by one, because that's all that is. Is them just dropping like flies.
And dropping like domino bricks at that point. And Gambit, they don't have any more funds. They are third poor at the moment on the T side. And this should just be a walk in the park here from Heretics, putting up on 3-3 here. Not a bad CT side for Heretics, starting off with 2 gun runs in a row winning 1. We got some B hopping coming through here from Nafany. You know, I'll be watching a lot of those videos, but this is just a full eco, so you know, this gives Gambit a little bit of time to talk. You know, they don't rush straight out and die, so they're doing a lot of talking in this round, I'm sure, to what they want to do in the next round. Because we'll be tied up here, go into the 7th round in the next. This one should be pretty swift, very, very soon. But Gambit, they haven't really gotten out anyway. You know, Heretics, like Gambit were stacking like a lot towards short and long. So they gave up entire B, so that's why the CTs pushed through tunnel. And they got all the information that it was going to be A. And then they just couldn't deal with Kyo in the car. So, Gambit, I think they need to send some kind of play to, you know, not allow the Rambo's coming through. Oh no, we got a team kill. But they do take out Lucky though, so they may just get a bomb out of it. Nivera though, he's gonna say no, and he's just very good with those headshots. No problem for him. But I think players, they probably should just send, like, if they want to go towards A like that, they probably should just send 4 players, because if they're sending all 5, they're gonna get all the information that Red takes in. And they know exactly what they're gonna do.
Opportunity for Heretics, though, to start to build up a bit of a lead here. I think that's the pertinent point to find. Can you imagine? CT side, where they arguably are most successful on all of their maps, it seems to be. They take the lead here, sprinting for that 2-0. That is the objective, of course. Gambit, though, definitely not making this easy. here in what is a pretty crucial buy round. Just going to be taking short control. That'll be relinquished to the T side. Heretics back towards Car, kind of just employing a very similar A setup to what we saw a few rounds ago. The only caveat to that is rather than Keo playing deep on Car, currently he's a tad more pushed up towards supportive to long. But the big point here is what's going to happen towards upper tunnels B. Inter's nearly being caught out. Heretics getting very aggressive here, getting the information that it is going to be that committed A play. Cleared out T as well. This is going to be huge. Surely the rotation now comes in, leaving B. The only concern they'll have is it going to be a mid to B play?
But now they have the information again that it's going to be A. Inter hasn't got enough information from tunnel. He didn't really peek, so he didn't see the guy going spawn. But now they're fast up towards the A side instead. Hiroshima should be getting these frags here. He's actually going to go for the whip here. Now he's going to go for the second attempt here. He actually goes down Nathan and Supra, one each, and they know it's going to be A side, but it's still not getting the frags. No.
Well, that's an aid. A-class
Yeah, now they just need
European
to fall back
aid.
to save. They knew this was going to be another A play. Oh, they should lower Inters with a whiff there on the spray, but it finds him eventually. But they had all the information. Why didn't they have more plays towards the A side like before? They only had Keo on that site. Other than that, they really played short. That's where you need to have like 3 players right on the site there. Maybe to go towards Goose, one guy towards the ramp, one towards the boxes on sides. Just shutting things down when you know it's going to be A. The Gambit, they managed to make the entries towards A, come through there. And they're going to break Heretics' streak here, winning 3 in a row. But because of that lost run from Heretics, they're going to go for double up setup here. I'm a big fan of this actually, Heretics. This is a long range map. You need to get those up out. Especially on the CT side to try to defend it. But let's get down fast middle here. Anthony smokes off the upper. Flashes out as well. But you can see here, they're gonna go 4 players towards long here. Gambit again. There's 1 player in lower tunnel here. Kiyoshima, he's gonna be all by himself here. He needs to get some backup very, very soon from the car guy. Otherwise, he's gonna be absolutely cooked here. Well, they outsmoked down, but they know he's in pit. More nades is coming through here. Trying to force him back here with the nades he has, but what really is he up to these days? Kiyoshima, he's gonna get spammy. He's gonna have to take a pick here. He can't just hide. And there's the pick, there's the frag. 18 HP remain. And they still haven't killed him, Flakes. The molly should do the job here. Or is he gonna spread enough? He's not gonna spread, so Axel is gonna have to get the last bullet there. Nafany from lower will find himself on one of his own. Advantage for Gambit here. Maka, is he gonna check the corner here? Doesn't want to go too far. 4v3 here. Oh, the head is being spotted. Nathan is gonna see it. Maka doesn't. A 4 versus 2 here. Goes to the stab. I think they may just need to save at this point.
Yeah, it looks like Lucky might want to give it a go.
Oh, he's trying to go for a jump shot.
Very close.
He pulls out the USP here. So close on that getting that one. 11 HP. Imagine if we found that one within a 2v2 at this point.
Looks like they're thinking about going for the 2 short retake. I don't hate it. 2 low HP players, but what I don't like about it is you have got Navera with the AWP. It makes things far from ideal. Shiro already starting to tap them down. Navera, I think, is calling it. Realizes it's not going to happen. 15 seconds to find 3 players is out of the question.
It was about that kill. He had to get a kill while jumping there on the guy planting to try to pull it back. He didn't get that kill. There's nothing they can do in the round there. You can see they're just tapping away here on the Gambit side, finding his headshot angles. And this is why Gambit picked this map. They're feeling very comfortable on it. Kiyoshima does find good. At least he finds 1 there. I didn't even think he was going to find 1 at that point. Here. Exile, you should be dead. Man, if you just got 1-2 bullets earlier in the round, would have been dead at that point. 11 HP remain. 5-3 here is going to be an eco round from Heretics. Just a 1-op saved from the last round. And why do they want to make the gamble here, Heretics? They're 2 rounds behind. Probably going to be 3 after this one. And they're going for a short play here. 3 players. Heretics, they're looking for 2 or 3 more rounds here on the CT side. That's what they're aiming for. 5 or 6 should be enough for them. But easy said and done, of course. And Nivira, he starts off good with an AWP there in the middle. He finds the 1, and that's a good pick. Now he just has to be mobile. He's gonna have to run around, try to find a one or two more frags to try to win this round. But that's a good flash by Shiro. He's not flashed, and now they're gonna force the issue around the corner, and that's gonna be 1 for Lucky. Can he get the second? No. XMS in the middle though. Oh. They did spot off Inters there and lower, but they have the A side here, so Inters. Ooh, it's gonna get dinged, but still finds the frag, and Nivira is gonna try to go for the save again here with that AWP. Even though he finds the entry, it wasn't enough. There was the short play coming through there from Gambit. Oh, did see him? Ooh, he actually even finds the headshot, so good kill there, but they're hunting him. Shiro and Axa, they're on the prize here. Mad if Axa gets the kill here. 6-3 either way here, man. Heretics, I don't think this is too bad still. They're only 3 rounds behind on the CT side. It's not too brutal at the moment.
I think it's Dust 2 is so even that there isn't really much to be said on CT versus T side. So for Heretics here, it is just about get as many as you can. It's a little different from, say, the overpasses of this world, where you're always going to be looking for a set number of CT rounds as kind of the bare minimum, or a set number of T rounds as your bare minimum.
But they're sending 4 players now towards long here from Heretics, and Supra has no idea XMS is already crossing towards the pit, and this is the perfect stack they can make here, Heretics. 4 players towards long, and they're actually going 4 players here from Gambit. They cannot ask for a better stack here, Heretics. They're taking the gamble, and it seems to be paying off here. Kill for XMS, second for him. Shiro with a trade, but Shiro, he's all by himself here against 2. Trying to put the molly down in the pit, but the pit is so big, so you're not going to get mollied. And he actually goes for the peak XMS. And Exile, a 1 versus 3. This is... Oh, he does find Nivira in the middle. He has no idea. He thought that maybe he was in the middle. He picks up the AWP in a 2v1. I'm not a fan of the AWP in this kind of situation. XMS is down to 14 HP, so... The bomb is in pit, so I'm not sure why they're not sticking together and just going for the trade here. Exile, like, XMS, he cross over, XMS should find the frag, but if he dies, it's gonna be a 1. His teammate is not even near him. And, oh, that's why. Exile on top of the boxes, get the first kill. It's a 1 versus 1 now. Hiroshima, why are you not playing together with your friend? But the thing is here though, he's gonna have to pick up the bomb and run towards A.
He's spending so much time retaking it. Like it's not going to happen. He's committing to the save. Yeah. He spent too much time retaking long, thinking that Kia would be there playing with his teammate. That
would have been logical choice, right?
It would have been. But... Nice thing is it worked out, right? That's really what's going to matter here. They managed to pull through. Heretics get 1 more round to add to their tally. I actually think Long got a little hectic here, to be honest. I think Shiro got way more than he should have even been able to. Given all the damage done, there was a real chance that the teams pull that back, but thankfully the stack does work out. Heretics do get around for their troubles, and that sets them up to at least continue the fight on their CT side. Only 4-6, so the gap isn't huge. Oof. Not the greatest of starts, though. Shiro smiting down XMS in mid, but Maka, very quick trade. He forces the issue to bring us back to a 4 versus 4.
Yeah, and finally, the most important thing for Heretics is they did get the trade there. Exile, ooh, very close to getting killed here as well. The little gap there in the indoors. That's really a 50-50 duel sometimes, that whoever wins that battle. Exile in the long doors. I think he got naded down to 45, so... Heretics, they need to win this round, otherwise the money is looking bleak here. Same for Gambit, so key run for both teams. This is essentially worth 2 rounds if you can win it. At this point, maybe a little bit more funds on Gambit, but not on all 5 at least. 6-4. So far, so good, I would say, for Heretics. They're not gonna panic yet. Oh, Kirishima is gonna walk up, and he gets the both of them. That's the bomb carrier, and that should lock down the round. Kirishima, what a beast he is. Lucky will be charming in for one as well, and this one is done. It's a done deal. Close the box, throw away the key, because this one is not going the way of Gambit for sure. He's crouching. Oh, Lucky keeps on crouching, doesn't get spotted. And there's Game Machine with the third. Big. I was like, okay, kid, don't go up there. He walks up away from pits, but he still finds both of them. Oh, Shiro, you just wrecked him. Here, I was very nervous for Kirishima was gonna die here, but he does it very good.
Thankfully, that's one of those key moments in the game where it goes one or two ways. It's either a complete disaster or a grand success. A ballsy peak, but it does pay off. It is that success. 5-6 won the difference. 6-6 likely the guaranteed outcome here, I feel. Very little Gambit will do going into this. What will matter now is really whether Gambit can defend the half victory or not. Of course, Heretics will be looking to ideally secure an 8-7, I think, here.
Yeah, I think that's what they're aiming for at the moment, actually. And yeah, this is looking to be a very close half here. So it's really anybody's game, I think, when we're gonna go into the second half. Because this is not gonna be a 10-5. This will be most likely an 8-7, I feel like. So this second map is wide open. Heretics already won the first map here, so Gambit Youngsters are the one with the pressure on. They're the one who has to win their map pick to force a third. And if we need a third, it would be Inferno if we see a third map. Inferno is always a third map, you know, in any series, really. That's a really good way to finish a best of 3, but let's see if that's gonna happen first. 6-5 here on map 2. Should be 6-6 after this one. We'll see a fast on towards short hit from Ambit Youngsters. He's gonna force the issue. The flashes are coming through absolutely perfectly. Lucky still finds the one. Second one for him before he drops. But that will mean a bomb plant will be coming out here from Gambit. Nothing Nivir can do to stop it. He gets the double spray. Could he join on for the triple? Yes, he will. Doesn't want to waste a smoke. For that Molotov. Want to keep all the money they can here, Flakes. Even the smoke money. Even 300.
Every little bit counts, right? All adds up.
Yeah. Nivira is playing pretty good here on Dust Tomb. See if he can continue the performance here with 3 to go on the first half. Shiro back on the op again. Hasn't really seen too much of him with the op, actually. We didn't see that entry wallbang, right? But other than that, he hasn't gone too much with that op. So that's a warning sign for Gambit. And if he doesn't get 2 or 3 kills, they don't win these rounds.
Such a key point in the game now for Gambit. Looking to ensure Heretics are not able to win that half.
Very even odds too. Almost dead even at this point. And Supra, they have taken short here, but this round very important for Gambit here. Only about $1,000 on 2 of the 5 players in the bank here, so looking to be a B split on the cards here. The smoke, they're peeking before the smoke is popping. That's gonna be bad. Nathany almost went down there. He will go down eventually. And Gambit Youngsters, they're getting absolutely wrecked here. Their last 2 is coming through tunnel though. Oh, the CTs, they're not aware they're coming through B. Oh man. I'd rather go for the retake here. Actually, there's a smoke put down, so they actually can't go out. Inters is already out though. 25 seconds. They're just gonna wait for the plant? Or is there even gonna be a plant here? Do they even want to go for it?
I don't think they're going to have the time at this rate. Pushing so late, Nivera, all he has to do is push through the door. His teammates can basically bait him and stay alive. He has to get one frag to seal the deal. Shiro will get aggressive, secures a frag of his own. All they have to do is keep him fighting. They just have to keep him fighting. And there you go. They get the W. If Kyo does not peek, they win the round. It's that simple.
Imagine if Shiro got that kill, he would have won the round for Gambit. If he kills Kyo, what were they both pushing though? They could have just played it. One guy could have just played the time.
Exactly, that's all they have to do is get one guy to basically go AFK mid somewhere, just relax, and then everyone else play the round. 13 seconds.
Get the first one. This one. If it hits that one, we won the round for Gambit.
It's a very real chance that's a winnable round there.
That is crazy. Kyo should just hide behind the door, go down middle or something, just wait. Oh, we're gonna see a B push coming through from Gambit. They're gonna smoke the Molotov, and they're gonna straight out there. X-Kom has nothing he can do here with that FAMAS. Oh, no scope. Now they have the B side. Do they even want to go for the retake here at this point? This is a force buy coming up from Gambit. They're saying, hey, let's try B again. This time with a force. Well, can they really go? Like, is it possible to retake the B side 5v4? Doesn't matter what kind of guns they have. And oh, he spots him. The C side, easy headshot for him on Maka. Gambit, they are gonna win this run already. They're already on the save here, Heretics. We're gonna see 7-7. So it will be an 8-7 half. But Heretics, they were not ready for that B push. Storming out like stormtroopers. Getting onto the killing the FAMAS guy on the door. And there's nobody else from Heretics there. And one more round to play of the first half. Very close map here. It really is anybody's map at this point. And I think we're gonna see more of the same here going into the second half as well. So, looking at the compare these players here, so far Nivera is playing better than Shiro. Normally should on Vertigo was the other way around. But Shiro here with AWP in the final round of the first half. Looking to see if he can get any more AWP kills.
This game really has been so close though. Just kind of goes back to Vertigo, doesn't it? That even with a map that both teams are clearly competitive on, there is no clear leader here. We've seen Gambit success, we've seen Heretics success. I think it would be unfair to say that one team has been stronger than the other on Dust 2 so far. That said, only one team can win the half. It will come down to this. Round number 15. Short push starts to take some shape as the Molotov comes through. That will just clear off boxes. No commitment from Gambit though. They do not want to push short right now, it seems. The mid to B, likely the bigger play here. Straight through they're going to come. Maka spots them with the deagle. Let's rip, but he could not find a thing. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. His teammates, however, they're doing a much better job, clearly. He's just a bait.
Yes, they are. They're pushing the issue, but Exile, he's getting himself 3 in the middle, and this all turned in favor of Gambit. It was a 5v3, but I'm not sure why they're forcing their way through the smoke, the Heretics. They have the guy on door. Just let him handle the guy mid. But they kept pushing through the smoke, and Exile, he's just gonna have 3 kills there. And Gambit, they're gonna be getting the 8th round here. There's no way Kirishima can win a 1v3. It's literally not any way you can win this round. You did see, yeah, he missed on top of the box, but his teammate, they got 2. 5v3 for Heretics. Just play on the advantage you have. The nade will be good. Actually only does 20 damage, and Shiri's gonna nail it. 8-7 for Ambit Youngsters here on the T side. Question is, what is the second half gonna look like? We're probably gonna see a back and forth as well. And as you said, we can't really say who's played the best here on the first half. Both teams have had their moments. You can see Gambit win 3, Heretics win 3, then Gambit win 3, then 4, then 2. Almost the entire pattern there on the first half. Teams winning 3-4 rounds every, every fourth round.
Very back and forth, has to be said.
Yeah.
Opens up the second half, though, as we talked about. This could go either way now. We do not know.
Yeah, this is literally a coin toss at the moment here. Who wins this map? Both teams can play the map, so it's not like, oh, Gambit Youngsters, they picked the map, they're much better on it. No, Heretics, they beat some pretty good teams on this map, so really, this is a good, a good veto, I think, for Heretics overall, getting these Vertigo now Dust 2 in the map pool. I don't think they mind Inferno as well, but we're gonna have to see there if that comes down to that. But let's see, Heretics, oh, they go for a classic B push here, Flakes. It is just a classic. Coming straight out to the B side here. Maka gets the first kill. He had a really rough game. He finally gets some luck here in this round. I think he only had like 4 kills. So Maka, if he can step up here, Heretics, they're gonna be happy campers. And how do you retake this? This is bloody impossible for Gambit.
It's a B site, 4-on-2. You would have to be simple to make this work, I think.
Yeah. Or some beast with a pistol like Dennis with a pistol. To do something here, because this is not happening. It will be an 8th round from Heretics, so we're gonna have it tied here, and I have a feeling this is just gonna be a back and forth second half too. Shiro looking to see if he can get any more frags here. There we go. He's gonna save his Kevlar at least. Take that into this one. Question is, are we gonna see a force from them? I don't really think we should see a force here from Gambit, but they're actually doing that. Super are the bot. Okay, so they're actually doing the buy here, Gambit. I don't know. They're risking, if they don't win this one, it's gonna be 10-8 for Heretics, right? If they would have just eco this, it would have been 9-8 for Heretics with a full buy. So they're gonna risk it with the scout here and the Deagles. Seeing if they can get anything done with it. Flash is coming through here. Nivir is gonna take care of Zero. So the start play is dead, dropping over the SMG to the low HP player. But yeah, 8-8 here, force from Gambit, trying to pull it back to have the lead himself here. At the moment, looks like it will go the way of Heretics though. There's only one B player, Super on top of the box. This is a good position. Does have backup now as well with the second guy. So this will be a 5v2 on the B site. Ball is coming through, and that's the first kill on Supra. He jumps down, Nathan gets the second one. Trade's coming out there, and then finally gets the trade. XMS gets 2. It looked a little bit rough there for a second. The CT's got the first 2 frags. But, oh, Exile and Inters, they're already down on the side one guy. The trade's come through, he gets the one, but lucky with the both of them, and that Flakes is so close.
Lucky is in the perfect position there. If the peak comes through not even 3 seconds earlier, that potentially is a round lost. But thankfully for Heretics, he's just gone past big boxes here, as you can see. Be able to find that trade moments before we see the inter swing. If the timing there is adjusted slightly, you're looking at a potential different outcome. But he's able to clean up the first player, then flick up to inters, and it becomes easy as pie for him to find. It looks close, but on paper, that's easy pickings for him in that scenario, but could have been a round win, just 3 seconds either side. Now, just pistols towards long, things do get a little dicey. You're seeing again the strength of a USP. It doesn't need to be a complete wipe-off here. They can find a few headshots.
Why is Hiroshima pushing that? Why are they forcing Nation long? Just go B now. I'm losing a lot of players here. This is a full eco. They know that there's like 3-4 players on long. Why don't you just hit the B site? Heretics, they want the eco franks, but they almost lost the last round because of that play, and now this is a 2v2 on a full eco. This is not even a force from Gambit. And they have an SG. If he can drop that one over to Shiro, he should definitely drop that SG over to Shiro, who has 100 HP. Now they're hitting the B side Flakes, but it's really a question mark. They know that they were like pretty much every single player from long there, on long from Gambit. And they're both going to be coming through tunnel here. And there we go, he's going to drop it over. So this is a lot of damage on a full eco. They're probably not gonna win this round because Shear's gonna have to go absolute loco. His teammate dies and now he's just gonna save it, but 3 kills. And it could have gotten even worse. These rounds are
Definitely,
not safe at all.
Wonder why they duel so long along, like you say. It's definitely, you know, I mean, the big discussion here is they're giving a creed to Shiro, a machine.
The first guy and the second guy can, but here, what Kyoshima Maka, like what is Maka doing up here? He gets 2, yes, that's a little bit lucky I would say as well. But it's just not worth it, really. You know, let them pick up that SG. It's a 4v4. Just run to the B site and you're only gonna lose one gun. Now you lost 3. So 10-8. So if Gambit wins this round, the money's gonna be terrible for Heretics because they lost 4 players on the first round, or in the second round on the fourth, and then Eco they lost 3. That's terrible actually. So Gambit have a golden opportunity here to try to close it back to a 10-10. Wallbang. Oh my god. Lucky Maka. They go for the spray here. This is a full buy round from Gambit. The thing is though, if they don't win this one, it's gonna be 12-8. So there's only one player on the B side as well now. Inters is playing towards middle here, and he's gonna have to help the B guy. Wait, what? How did Shiro see that guy? And now Inters finds more towards B here, so this is a good lockdown here from Gambit. 3v2 here, Flakes. Can Heretics pull it back though?
The better situation. They had the man advantage, losing it though through the aggression on short, but the trade of that is that they then don't have B-site control in full.
But look at Inters. Inters is on the B side and he's Kyoshima, he's hiding behind the box. If you crouch behind the box and look down, he can't see you. And that's gonna be a rep from Heretics. Wow.
Kyo's frag there is what becomes so crucial. Because they push lower tunnels, Kyo decides to sit tight there and basically pitch his tent, which means they don't have B-site control. When that rotation comes through from Gambit and they take the one-on-one on B, and his teammate meanwhile stays in CT, that basically means when Kyo peeks up, all he has to do is win a duel, and the round is won. Because then he gets the free plant, his teammate rotates in from tunnels. It's easy. Really nice positioning from them, has to be said. Just being aware of where they can win the fights. Rather than risking it with the all-in towards B, they take the fight short where they feel an easy pick can be found. And that puts them in a really good position to get the W there. Already starting strong here as well.
Yeah, Shiro picking with the op, he doesn't get the frag, he dies. Nafany, yes, he can re-pick up that op, but that's a duel lost here from Gambit. And this is a round they actually invested a little bit in. They have pistols, they have 2 sets of Kevlar here with that op alongside it, so they are actually doing an investment here that you may not think they had. So, oh, Winters with a good shot there actually. Oh my goodness. Oh, we almost got that XMS there. So close. But Nafany has picked up the op. The only reason they can win this round is if Nafany gets a couple op kills, I think. I don't really think Inters can do too much with 13 HP here. It's gonna have to come down to Nafany, and he's the only one protecting B, so he gets the one first kill, yes, but now they're just gonna smoke him off. And there's not a single player on B here from Gambit. Oh, the nade. That should be a Kobe right on the face in Inters, and it will be. Down to Axel and Nafany to make the retake here, but I don't even think they should attempt it. Just save the op. Just get the head out of there. You know? They do have money in the next round to rebuy, yes, but just throwing away an op is just pointless. A great T-side start here from Heretics, I have to say at this point. Even though it's close rounds, they're still winning the rounds because of good plays, you know, from Kyoshima behind the box or something. They're not winning because of pure luck. But oh, they're getting a lot of exit kills here, Gambit. Taking a lot of money away from Heretics. And they're getting it all kills, in fact, here, Gambit. So, 5 people are gonna have to rebuy. No, just a one-off flying here.
Quite a sizable gap now, has to be said. $12 to 8. Heretics going to continue their run right to the end now. Looks like we'll start off with a fairly simple T default from Heretics. They haven't really changed this up too much to find. They've just gone 1 player towards long, 2 players lower tunnels early on. Remaining players just basically hold for the mid push and then adjust according to wherever they feel like they want to start looking for an opportunity. In this case, it looks like long is going to be the first target of attack. Axel very close to the door and has no support, which could be a huge kill for the T's to find.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be alone here. The question is Kyoshima trying to go for a wallbang here? He mad if he just goes for the straight up wallbang. He's hiding on top of the box. Maka is here to help him out if they're going to be in a push. But there's a molly, you can molly that out. But they're not going to use the molly, they just go straight out here. And a lot of aggression towards short should take aggression away from Gambit Youngsters, but this is where they're good. This is where Shiro shines with the AWP. He has that long like towards car with the AWP. He can just take them when they come short. And Axel with a double as well on long will shut the game down, or not the game, but the round down. And the flank coming out for Nathan as well here. A clean run from Gambit actually. That's exactly what they need as well, after losing so many CT rounds. But look at this Axel stepping up big time here with him. So 12 to 9 here, and if they can do more of that Gambit, they're gonna be looking good here for the second half. But the thing is, Heretics, they're losing so many players. Those all 5 players, the 12th round they won, so they only actually had 1 gun run in them, even though they won like 3-4 rounds. So that's why it's so important to keep guns alive, to keep weapons alive on the T side, or really on any side. Just keep players alive. Go for the hunting; it's not worth it. Let them save 1-2 rifles if you don't have the spare money to go for the reinvestments. So here we go. We're gonna have flashes towards middle. Supra. There's actually 2 players towards B now, with a 3rd joining in. So there's 3 B players now. They're relying on Shiro and the guy on A to get these frags. And it's not bad because they're on an eco round here. So Pistol Kevlar could still make the surprise though, because this is a force buy. This is not a full eco actually. They actually force. So Heretics, they don't win this, we're probably gonna see 12-11 at that point before we see the buy again. Flash is coming through here. Oh, Shiro is gonna get dinked here. Molly coming through. There's a guy on the A side though, Inters. He's gonna have to get a pair of frags here, otherwise things are gonna be hairy. And oh no, this is happening. This is a nightmare for Gambit. So 3v3 now, 2 for 2 trade on A. Now it's gonna have to be a retake from Gambit Flakes.
They have to get good afterplants here. They have such a big firepower disadvantage that the afterplants are what's key, and no one is looking short, but Gambit have completely decided to go long.
Yeah.
I like this from CT though, with no utility. They actually have the 2 smokes, in fact. That might actually, if they can get the CT cross smokes through, they might just win this round outright.
That's what they're gonna do here. This is bad from the T side. I'm not sure what the kind of call was this, but now it's gonna come back and bite them. 10 seconds left on the bomb. They need to get on the bomb. Oh, it goes in the no-scope. He's not gonna get it. The defense is coming in. Oh, he gets the kill. He won the round. The Kaylee from XMS. And it's a good call from Gambit Youngsters, but I don't think they're expecting all 3 to be down here.
I think it's wild to expect all 3 to be down there. That's crazy.
Look at his jump. He misses the first jump. He goes for the second attempt and he nails it. And that's a Pistol Kevlar win from Heretics. That's a big run to win. You can't really win a bigger run than that at a 12-9 scoreline on the second map.
Absolutely huge. I mean, it does wonders for their economy, but, crucial buts, you can see the situation for Heretics is also still not great. Not a single rifle in sight, bar 1 on Maka. This is going to be SMGs towards B. Nafani, I hope you're ready, Chief, because you are going to be under pressure. They come flying on through. He gets one for his troubles. The CT side making this one very close, but in the end, the 2-on-3 takes hold. Oh, I like this from Mako.
That's actually a good trade from the
but...
CT. I do like the trade there. 2 for 3 is a very good trade for the Ambit Youngsters. The question is now, can they make the retake? Nivir is down to 30 HP as well. So Maka is going to have to make some kind of plays here. And Nivir, he gets the potion, but he gets burned alive. There's a 2 versus 1 now. The Galil, that's why the Galil is so bad. He goes down. The defuse will be coming in, and Ambit Youngster, they're losing the one. Last one versus Pistol Killer, but they win this one right back. And not a bad call, actually, to make that B push call. But if he had an AK instead of that Galil, that probably would have come down to a 1v1 at that point.
It's such a bad gun.
Yeah, you see that spray there. This is absolutely awful. It just doesn't do any damage. Or connect with the shots. 13 to 10. And it's gonna have to be, you know, even though Heretics to win that round, they still had to buy SMGs only. Like, that's how bad their economy is here on the T side. 13-10. Heretics, they need 3 more rounds to close out the game here, 2-0. It's not looking like that's a lot of rounds, but it is at this point when it's this close. Because this is going to be 13-11 because it's just no money from Heretics in this one. But look at Nivira, 22 kills. The new guy is topping with like 10 kills above the second guy. You know, you being the new player, you drop 22-15. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Shiro,
you know what would be even better?
22-13. Same score, kind of.
Winning a best of 3 as the new player. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah. Question is, what's this Heretics plan here? Do they want to go for Pistol Kevlar again here to try to win it? That will be Gambit Youngsters. They will be so tilted if they do to lose another one of those. You know, because we were expecting maybe even a third map here. It really depends, but we knew that this map was going to be close, so this is really... We could even see, like, it's not out of the question a 2-0 from Heretics, of course. The way this Dust 2 has been going, it's just who shows up in the end here in the last few rounds. It's really who has the best performance. But we're not going to see Kevlar. It's only Nivira. He's filling in with that Kevlar. He want to get some 1 Deags. So 3 Deagles and 2 Glocks here. Not 5 Deagles this time. They want to save the money for the next round. I don't blame them. They're still going to have a 2-round buffer if they lose this one. Inters in the CT spot. There's 2 players on B now with 1 CT, so this should be a fairly easy lockdown from Gambit. They have a double up setup though, so if it comes down to a retake, it's not going to be the best, but I don't think it's going to have to come down to that. So I think one of the ops is playing towards the watching middle here. So they're watching one from CT to mid. So they're having a little bit of a crossfire here. But one guy in tunnel from Heretics is going to make the aggression here. The nade, they're already through here. So Nafani finds the first one here. Nafani is going to go for the peek. He gets the second. He gets shot down, but it's... Oh my goodness, they're going to line up Inters. He finds 2. Lucky trying to go for the frag on the backside. Supra survives with 1 HP. Wow. But look at this from Inters. Nafani finds 2. Then you're just lining up Inters in the window there. I'm not sure how Super is still alive with 1 HP. I'm not sure if he took molly damage or nade damage. Either way, it's going to be a round for Gambit, but this is where the game begins again. Gun rounds for Heretics. And Flex, what do you feel like they're going to head towards here?
I feel like it's probably going to be another A play again. I wouldn't be super shocked if we see that A split, but looks like the B site is going to be the target. Just immediately lining up in towards tunnels. Super has not been fragging out, to be fair, so I can understand the thought process behind it. Looks like a change of heart, though. Immediately 4 players now down to lower. This will be a complete reset now from Heretics. They're not really going to do anything too wild here. I imagine they'll probably push back towards short a little bit. Perhaps look towards mid, but likely going to spend a little bit of time before committing to anything.
They want to go middle again towards B. They really want to make this B play happen. And Inters, he got 2 last round. This time he's going to get shot on Nafani. You're going to have to get a lot of frags here, my friend. And he gets absolutely nothing. And the tunnel play as well coming from Nivira. And that's going to be a fast wrap, Lakes. A quick run from Heretics with a B split. 4 players middle, 1 guy coming through the tunnel. Everyone is missing from Gambit.
Yes, it's
gonna be
absolutely
14-11.
perfect. The B player there gets so caught off because Nathani basically just hands off keyboard sort of moment. He dead to rights before he even fired a single shot. That meant the B player with the AWP, Supra, rather than looking tunnels for the push, he immediately flicks back to window, looks toward mid, just as the B player then pushes through tunnels, which means Heretics have the timing down to a T. They get the free kill on Supra. They don't risk a single player really dying there on the take. They lost Maka in the end, but all things considered, that's a perfect round from Heretics, and 99% of the time would probably end in a 5-on-2 here.
Yeah, but this guy peeks before the smoke comes down, so that's a great entry there. And this is just a wrap here. There's nothing, this is just the one player on the B side after the guy outside the B doors died. So it's just a perfect wrap all around from Heretics, and Gambit not hitting their shots. 14-11, it's starting to get hairy here. This is map 2. Heretics 2 runs away from winning the match here, 2-0 actually. A little bit surprising if that's going to be the scoreline we're going to see here. It will be another buy here, but, you know, Shiro, he can't do anything. Shiro, you know, he was on A side last round, and pretty much every round they taken B. So he hasn't been getting any action towards, you know, A. Now he switches towards mid. He's saying, boys, you're losing a lot on the B side. Let me hold the middle for you. Inters, you go short. Well, Inter says, okay, but I'm dead again. So it doesn't matter if Inter goes mid or short, because he's dead either way. He's been having a rough game. They're trying to make some switches here from Gambit, putting Shiro in the middle, but that means that Heretics, they're just gonna head towards A instead. Shiro now on long instead. He switches position from middle to long. He finds the trade on Kiyoshima. And you can see Shiro, he knows he has to be so mobile here. He has to go every single position pretty much. Now he's holding short. He was holding middle in the beginning. He had long last kill. Now he's holding short. Now he's getting the kill. He's everywhere here. Can he save his team here in this one round? Oh, X-Side with the one. Trade comes through. Window play. Has to be won by Supra. He doesn't win a single fight, Supra. And now Shiro. They should know his A-side because he just killed 2 players here. Flags. I'm feeling like 15-11's on the cards.
It's looking extremely likely. Shiro is any player you wanted in a 1-on-2, it would be him. But even so, it's a B-site retake 1-on-2 with an AWP.
And it only has 1 HE too.
The blessing in disguise they have is that Maka also is using that AWP, which means we should be seeing this kind of tunnels duel, but it looks like Shiro isn't even going to give this a go. He's just holding for the exit kills.
But
that's 15.
Shiro, he got the trade. Heretics got the first